watching KWQC TV, the news leader, making a difference in the Quad Cities. Live from the KWQC Broadcast Center in downtown Davenport with Morgan Otier and Kyle Keel. This is Quad Cities Live.
Today on QCL, if you've ever wanted to travel through colonial America, we have an opportunity for you next spring. We'll bring you the first alert on a holiday vacations trip with Chief Meteorologist Eric Maitland. Are you looking to improve your first impression with a brighter smile? Power Swabs may be for you. We'll learn more about the product. And Christmas is still 48 days away, but it's never too early to get a jump start on your holiday shopping, and you have the opportunity to support local at the Kindness Market, home for the holidays. And that is where we begin on this Friday edition of Quad Cities Live. It is November 7th. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. I'm Kyle Keel. Morgan has the day off. The Kindness Market is a free, family-friendly event that helps support small local businesses and nonprofit organizations. And next Sunday, you can join in on the fun. Courtney Walter is joining us now in the QCL kitchen to talk about the market. She's also the owner of Needed Kindness and Rewarded Rescues. You do a lot of great things for our community, and Courtney, the Kindness Market is one of those, and we appreciate you joining us to talk about the fifth one.
Yes. Yeah,
and this
thank
is
you
going
for
to
having
be
me.
Yes, of course, and this is going to be the biggest one that you've had yet.
Yes. Yes, the biggest one that I've had. So it's going to be at CrossFit Millstone there in Bettendorf, right off of State Street. So it's really centrally located for LeClaire, Bettendorf, really everyone. We've got over 40 vendors there. So
40 vendors.
Yes, over 40 different ones. Yep. Some youth vendors as well. So really something for everybody.
Yeah, I think when you were here last November, I think you had like 20 to 25 vendors.
Yeah,
so I mean, this is a big growth.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, food trucks and drink trucks as well, which I've never had drink trucks in addition to the food trailers too.
All right, so just more reasons to go to the Kindness Market. So what inspired you to create this market several years ago?
Yeah, so I started my business, Needed Kindness, and was just doing like pop-up events, different farmers markets, and different vendor events in the area. And I kind of decided that I wanted to pick and choose from all of those events and make my own, just like, you know, everything that I liked in one. So I could be a little more picky with it and pick and choose all of the vendors that I liked, not overlapping vendors, so that way everybody has a good chance to, you know, make some great sales, and you have a great variety of all the vendors.
Yeah, most definitely. And you want to show up early on that Sunday, because you've got some gift bags, some goodie bags, I should say, for the first 10.
Yep. So I do the first 10 adults get goodie bags. They're filled with all different like coupons, little sample items from all the vendors, just some other little items in there. And then the first 10 kids will also get this play date with a book here. So it's kind of like a play on the blind dates with the books that have gone viral. So another local vendor makes those. So I give those to the first 10 kids. So everybody is included in that. But there's always a line out the door. So 12 o'clock sharp is when we open the doors, and people come in for the grab bags and all kinds of goodies.
All right, maybe get there a few hours early if you want to get that goodie bag. All right, so let's talk about the vendors, because as you mentioned, you're going to have about 40 different vendors. So obviously, we can't talk about all 40, but you brought a nice little selection of what to expect. So let's start down here on your left.
Right up here, I've got some bath bombs from Amatrine Apothecary. So she does all kinds of self-care products. She's also got shower fizzies, you know, bath stuff, soap, all kinds of goodies
Great
there.
Holiday gifts.
Yes, definitely. They make good stocking stuffers, good, you know, gift basket sets, all kinds of stuff. I've got some vendors that do some holiday decorations, so she does like all the Christmas stuff, and then more on that end. Go-To Craft and Design does all wooden stuff, so she makes cutting boards, Lazy Susans. She specializes in like the claw clips, really a little bit of everything. Yeah, the keychains there. Yeah, she's got all kinds of goodies. And then I've got my stuff from Needed Kindness, all the baked goods. So this is just a very small selection of everything that I have. And then I also own Rewarded Rescue. So I have all natural dog treats where 100% of the proceeds get donated back.
Oh, very cool.
Blue House. She'll have a trailer outside outside of the venue, and have all of her dry mixes and samplings and stuff as well for everybody to try. The seasonings from Seventh Seal Spices. They've got all kinds of great seasonings, dip mixes, you know, a little bit of everything. This is a really great vendor for kids. So they have all the like plushies and stuff, but they also have a giant unicorn, a giant inflatable unicorn that will be right outside the venue. Yeah, definitely. So they've got all kinds of children's books and then different stuffed animals and stickers to, that all go together. We've got special press-on hats right there from Hello Poppy, so you can create your own hat. They do like a trucker hat bar.
Very cool.
And that's kind of like the sampling that I have here. But I also have one of the youth vendors. She does all kinds of artwork, bracelets, stuff like that. Yeah, and then a youth dog treat vendor as well.
Oh, that's very cool.
Yeah, so a little bit of variety there. I also have somebody that does dog bandanas, literally a mix of everything.
So you kind of see a theme that there's dogs here. So this, the event itself to get in is free, but a lot of the proceeds, you get the 50-50 raffle going on as well. That's actually going to a really good organization that you support.
Yep, Canine Kindness Rescue. So they're also going to be there with adoptable dogs and puppies. We've got a designated area for there, so you can sit and hang out with those dogs while, others are shopping and, take turns. But they're doing a 50-50 raffle. So 50% of the proceeds go to them, and then 50 whoever wins. And then I also do raffle baskets. So all the vendors bring raffle baskets. I have different other local places that also donate. So there's at least 40 to 50 raffle baskets there that you can enter to win, and 50% of the proceeds from that go back to Canine Kindness as well.
Incredible. And it's all about being kind, and you're doing just that. And real quick, there's going to be a couple celebrities there. Santa and Mrs. Claus.
Yes, Mr. and Mrs. Claus. So we have free pictures by a photographer from 1 to 3 p.m. is when they'll be there. And then the times that they're not there, the photographer will still be there taking pictures in front of our picture backdrop and of the event as well.
All right, so be there or be square for Mrs. and Mr. Claus. So the Kindness Market Home for the Holidays is Sunday, November 16th from noon to 5 at CrossFit Millstone. It's located at 7529 State Street in Bettendorf. As we mentioned, it is free to enter and browse the more than 40 vendors along with the food trucks. And again, all of this benefits Canine Kindness Rescue. So if you want more information, you can follow the page on Facebook. Sounds like it's going to be a really fun family event, all for a good cause. So Courtney, as always, we thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
All right, thank you. All right, well, next on Quad Cities Live, you have the chance to take a holiday vacations tour to Colonial America with our own chief meteorologist, Eric Maitland. We'll hear from him and holiday vacations after the break.
You're watching Quad Cities Live.
If you are looking ahead to some trips to take next year and you wanted to take a step back in history, you have the opportunity to do your Colonial America tour with our own chief meteorologist, Eric Maitland. And Eric joins us now to talk a little bit more about his holiday vacations trip, which is scheduled for spring of next year. Eric?
Yeah, April.
April, yes.
And nice spring getaway.
Yes, it will be a nice spring getaway. Who knows what our weather will be like, but we know we can get anything around here. So, first of all, have you ever been to this part of the country?
No, I've never been.
This will be a first for you.
Yeah, in these areas where America's history was made, essentially, everything that I read about in the textbooks as a school kid, I kind of get the chance now to see, including the Liberty Bell in Philadelphia, Washington D.C., and the great monuments and museums there.
Yeah, so again, we're talking spring of 2026. This is one of Holiday Vacation's newer tours. So not many people from the Quad Cities may have been on this tour before. So I mean, just talk about your experience with Holiday Vacations.
I always tell people two things. One, just show up.
Yeah.
Because and this will be my 7th holiday vacation.
Wow.
They make things so easy. I mean, you get up in the morning and your day is set.
Yeah.
You literally wake up, take your shower, show up, and you're going to be guaranteed some good food, some great sightseeing. You're going to see things that if you had tried to plan the trip yourself, you would probably miss out on.
Oh, yeah.
So they do such a great job in being comprehensive and the best things to see in these areas.
Yeah, they do a lot of the work for you. So without further ado, let's welcome in Holiday Vacations. We have Tyler Griggs joining us. He is a destination manager for Holiday Vacations. Tyler, thanks for taking some time with us today.
Oh, yeah, you bet. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so tell us a little bit more about Holiday Vacations to some of our viewers who may not be familiar. Of course, Eric just kind of mentioned you do a lot of the work for our viewers.
Yeah, we sure do. We've been a guided tour travel operator for 52 years. We've been taking folks like yourselves and your lovely viewers to vacations all over the world, and we've been working with KWQC since 2007. Our tours are largely comprehensive. All airfares included, all your overnights, 15 included meals for this particular tour. It's all and just as you said, it is very, very well taken care of. The talk toughest decision you've got on a holiday vacations tour is, am I going to have one scoop of ice cream today, or am I going to have two?
Hey, yeah, if that's the toughest question, I think that's definitely a win in itself. So you mentioned that this is a very unique opportunity because you've got it all laid out for everyone. So what are the highlights of this particular tour of Colonial America? Eric kind of mentioned it, but this is really a chance for people to step back in history of our country.
That's exactly right. Well, firstly, it's the next year, 2026, will be the 250th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence. What an exciting time to get out and visit the historical cities of our country. We've got 2 nights in Philadelphia, 1 in Gettysburg, 3 in Washington, D.C., and then 2 in Williamsburg before we fly home. A 9-day tour, as I mentioned. My goodness, we're going to be visiting Independence Hall, where the Declaration of Independence was signed. The Constitution was signed there as well. You'll visit the Liberty Bell and muse on why it was cracked. My goodness, at Gettysburg, we'll be going on a half-day professionally guided battlefield tour where you'll visit Little Round Top and Devil's Den and all the other, and you'll hear about Pickett's Charge, and you're going to be right there in those farm fields where those battles were held in the 1860s. And in Washington, D.C., we will have a guided tour of the monuments along and around the National Mall. We'll be visiting Arlington National Cemetery for a guided tram tour. You'll be seeing the eternal flame at JFK's grave, the changing of the guard ceremony at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, the U.S. Marine Corps War Memorial. They call it the Iwo Jima Memorial. Plenty of time to visit Smithsonian institutions at your leisure, and time at leisure in all cities.
Yeah, and you'll definitely use that time wisely because I've been to D.C. a few times and I still haven't seen everything. Right, so you'll want to use your time wisely for sure. So how can viewers get a little more information about the trip?
Oh, yes, of course. Well, visit holidayvacations.com. If you type in the quad into the station keyword text box, you'll go straight to the directory of KWQC tours that we have. And, of course, click Colonial America, and then you'll be able to read all about it, order a brochure for yourself. Those are complimentary, of course. Yeah. And you can save $100 by watching a brief travel show as well. You can also, if you want to register or learn more about it, call us at 888-557-1020 to speak with one of our friendly tour sales consultants that'll answer all your questions or lock in your deposit to save your spot on this tour, if you please. All
right, Tyler Griggs with Holiday Vacations, thank you for joining us. April 21st through 29th, 2026. Real quick, what's the top thing you're looking forward to on the trip?
Probably the Smithsonian, but quickly I want to say, you're not on a leash and collar the whole time. That free time is very important, and there's plenty of that to go do what you want to do. And I say these trips, they're just the beginning. Every one I've been on, you make lifelong friends with that. If you've never been on group travel, you make lifelong friends, and these are wonderful places to start. I love Holiday Vacations.
More than just a trip. He's got high prices for Holiday Vacations. HolidayVacations.com, keyword quad for more information. Next on Quad Cities Live, looking for a way to brighten your smile? Power Swabs may be the answer for you. We'll learn more about it next.
You're watching Quad Cities Live.
When it comes to first impressions, your smile can say a lot even before you speak. It's one of the first things people notice, and a bright, confident smile can really make a lasting impact. That's why we're excited to welcome Scott DeFalco to share how Power Swabs can help you boost your smile in just minutes a day. Scott, welcome.
Morgan, great to be with you. Yeah, people these days, they're doing everything they can to look better. They're going to the gym, they're getting a tan, they're doing all kinds of procedures, but it does not matter if your teeth are yellow or stained. In the first few seconds of meeting someone, those are crucial. They really, really are. So whether it's in, say a job interview, personal relationships, or just everyday life, having a bright white smile is essential. That's why we created Power Swabs. It is a revolutionary product that's going to get your teeth, on average, 2 shades whiter after the very first use, 6 shades over 7 days. Wow is right.
Yeah, the smile really is the first thing a lot of us notice. Of course, it doesn't matter if your teeth are not perfect, but you're saying Power Swabs can get you that bright, white, happier smile, which can really draw attention.
Yeah, I tell people this all the time because I get that question. They'll say, Scott, my teeth are kind of crooked. It doesn't matter if they're white. Some of the prettiest smiles in Hollywood, believe it or not, over the last 25 years, Patricia Arquette comes to mind.
Yeah.
Their teeth are not right. Their teeth are not straight, and their smiles are gorgeous, and they're actually known for their smiles. So it makes such a big difference, Morgan, and I'm glad you brought that up. And the other thing people love about this product is the fact that you're not going to have any sensitivity with it. That's my favorite thing, because the number one complaint people have about getting their teeth whitened at the dentist or using the strips and the trays is that they hurt too much. So you're not going to have that with this product. And it also works on all dental surfaces. So if you're watching right now and you've invested thousands of dollars into caps, crowns, and veneers, looks amazing when it's done, Morgan. But over time, those artificial surfaces, they stain and your smile goes uneven. In the past, people have been stuck with that uneven smile. Not anymore. Power Swabs will restore them to their original color.
Yeah, and we're seeing some impressive photos on the screen as well as you're telling us all about Power Swabs. Now, you kind of just touched on this, but really a big question for a lot of folks is, does this really work on stains? We've got a lot of coffee drinkers out there, and we're not giving that up. So how does Power Swabs really help with that? I mean, can it really happen that quickly?
Drinking my coffee right now, Morgan. I'm sure your viewers are probably on their second or third cup. I'm on my second. And what you said is so apropos. We're not going to give it up. Because most of the time, they'll say, don't drink coffee, don't drink soda. And it's just not going to happen. Dr. Martin Gittinger, who created this product, realized that, understood that. And here's another thing people love about it. Maybe the number one thing. We don't have to give up any of our guilty pleasures as long as we are using this product, especially the number one culprit for staining our teeth, coffee. And I'm going to show your viewers real quick how this works. It is a fast two-step process, Morgan. When you get the Power Swabs in the mail, you get a box of 7 stain-out swabs, a box of 7 whitening swabs. It's literally this simple. You pop the stain-out swab open first, rub it on your teeth like I'm doing here for only 2 minutes. Obviously, we have TV time constraints. But over the 2 minutes, we actually remove the stain and we hydrate our enamel. Now, I want to stress that because the strips and the trays, they don't take the stain away. They cover it up and they dry out your enamel. That's why they hurt so much. So the stain-out swab is why we don't have sensitivity. We're keeping the moisture in your enamel. Right, that's the key. So you do that for 2 minutes, then you pop open the whitening swab, another 2 minutes, and we're going to show you some before and afters here and the progression of Power Swabs over 7 days. Because what I just did, like I mentioned at the top, less than 5 minutes, you're going to get on average 2 shades whiter. Take a before and after picture when you first use it. You'll be amazed. You're only going to repeat that process once a day for 7 days. And again, get up to 6 shades whiter. Best part, yes, it gets better, Morgan, is that results will last up to 6 months. So it'll get you through the holidays.
That's actually incredible. And, you doing that was really helpful to kind of, show people how it's done when they get theirs and when they order them. But also seeing that progression of tooth whitening is truly amazing. I know that I'm not alone either when I say my routine is already busy. So work and kids, right? It will do that. It will make us feel very busy. Sometimes you don't have that half hour like when you do the strips. So we don't want to add another task to our daily schedule. Do we need to use Power Swabs every single day?
Yeah, great question. Sometimes it's an hour with some of those products too, Morgan. Yeah, and we don't have time to do that. What I literally just did, again, we have TV time constraints. We want you to do the full 2 minutes with each swab, but it's less than 5 minutes. I mean, I literally could have done my first treatment right here as we've been doing this segment. So it really fits into your schedule while you can do it anytime, a day or night, and you're just going to do that for 7 days. That's it, Morgan, and you're going to get up to those 6 shades whiter and up to 6 months with the results.
Wow, amazing. Okay, Scott, we do want to pass along some information for anybody that's watching that's really interested in trying Power Swabs. So we can order by calling an 800 number, 800-734-1014. We've also got the QR code on the screen. And you can just go online as well on your phone, your laptop, your computer. You can go to power-swabs or powerswabs.com, and we have that on the bottom of your screen right now. So this is something that a lot of people are going to be wondering about, Scott.
Yeah, and it's our biggest discount ever, Morgan. It's 50% off this product. It's doing. Yeah. Wow is right. You said wow a lot during this segment.
It is amazing.
That's good.
Yeah,
that's good. I mean, I felt the same way when I first was introduced to the product. I was like, wow, I can't believe it does this, and this. And I've been promoting it nationally for a decade now because it works and people love it. So we're giving you 50% off, free shipping, and a free quick stick. Use this during the day. It's like brushing your teeth without having to. So after that morning coffee or happy hour red wine, you use this, it'll take the stains off before they set in to keep your smile bright and white throughout the day. You gave out the ways to get it. You can go to the website, powerswabs.com, 1-800-734-1014, or just scan that QR code. 3 easy ways to have a brighter, whiter smile, Morgan, and to be able to drink all the coffee you want.
Yes, and the red wine. I'm glad, Scott, that you mentioned that. Hey, we really appreciate you chatting with us today all about Power Swabs.
Great to be with you, and back to my coffee now.
Yes, thank you.
Next on QCL, it's Friday, which means we're celebrating our wins of the week, including a special work anniversary. Happy Friday. We are celebrating our wins of the week. Friday in itself is a win for many of us, except for those of you who work on the weekends, but your Friday will come. Eric, what's your win?
Last Friday, so I was off because it was Halloween.
Yes.
And I loved Halloween when I had little kids, but I still like it.
Yes.
And it's been 4 years since I had a Halloween off that I could pass out candy.
Oh, okay.
Nothing really elaborate. I usually make myself up, but I got lazy. I just put on the mask. But it wasn't enough to scare kids.
Yeah, I was going to say,
and I love scaring kids.
Yeah.
And I love passing out the full-size candy bars. So
you got the full size.
Yeah,
all right.
yeah.
All right.
So if you know where I live, that's where that's where you'll need those Power Swabs. But again, it wasn't a big deal for me in terms of getting ready for it. Just the fun of scaring kids and passing out candy. I still love it.
And I'm sure those kids appreciated those full size.
I had the black lights on my porch and the Halloween sounds.
That's very
cool. It was a lot of fun.
Very cool. Now let's go get a Thanksgiving feast. All right. Well, my win is the special work anniversary. If this was high school, I'd be graduating, but I'm not graduating KWQC. I guess tomorrow is 4 years since I started at TV6. Wow. 4 years already, I know. I got the email from HR to take my driving test, which is how I knew that the anniversary was coming up, and I looked back, and so I started out just filling in on weather when you all were off, and then I reported as well, and then that all transitioned into anchoring and reporting and doing all this other stuff, and doing this show as well. Well, the weather's my favorite part, though, if you can't
obviously.
tell. So,
and I remember when I heard you were free, I sent you an email. We
yes,
need
you did.
Somebody, and I want you, so come join us.
They got me in, and I'm here. All right, Eric, thank you, and thank you for watching Quad Cities Live. We'll see you back here next week. Jeopardy is coming up next.